Hey guys, in this video I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process on how you set up solo mining Bitcoin on your Avalon miner. Now if you're looking how to initially set up one of these Avalon miner devices, I'll have a separate tutorial video for that, but this is assuming that you've already set up your Avalon miner and you're looking to get it going on solo mining Bitcoin. So right now I'm solo mining Bitcoin Cash with this. I'm going to change it over to solo mining Bitcoin. So the first thing that we're going to need is the IP of our device. So if we cycle through these different screens, we eventually get to this screen where you can grab the IP for your device right there. So write that down, and now I'm going to head on over to my computer so that we can change the mining setup for this device. All right, guys, so now I'm over on my computer, opening up a web browser and typing in that IP. It was 192.168.50.59. Of course, your IP is going to be a little bit different than this. Also, the computer that you're using to log in to your control panel needs to be hooked into the same internet connection that your Avalon miner is also hooked up with. So the username is root, and if you haven't changed the password, that's also going to be root, and then we can log in. And that's going to bring us over to this dashboard. So we're going to change the configuration. Right now, I'm set up to solo mine Bitcoin Cash. I'm going to change this over to Bitcoin. So to do this, I'm going to head over to mining pool stats, and then I need to make sure I'm selected on Bitcoin over here on the side, and I'll link this page down in the description so you can check it out for yourself. So if you want to get a pool that's for solo mining, you need to scroll down and find one that says solo next to it. Now, whenever I solo mine Bitcoin, I use the ckpool.org, but you can check out these other ones that have solo next to their names as well. So I'm going to click on ckpool.org. That'll bring me over to this page where it's going to have the information that I need to set up solo mining. And now I need to point my miner to this, so I'm going to copy this down. And then heading back over to my pool configuration page, and this Bitcoin Cash, I need to replace that with what I had just copied down there from CK Pool. So now my pool address is good to go with stratum plus TCP ://, and then what I had just copied down there, the solo.ckpool.org :3333. And then the worker is going to be your Bitcoin wallet address. Now opening up my smartphone, grabbing my Bitcoin wallet address, I'm simply just going to use the Bitcoin wallet address that I have for my Cash App account. So I'm going to launch Cash App and then click on this little icon here in the bottom left-hand corner. And from the Bitcoin page, simply scrolling down and clicking on where it says deposit Bitcoin. And then I can copy my Bitcoin wallet address from there. So now that I have that Bitcoin wallet address, I'm going to paste it in right here. And then if you'd like to name this miner so it's a little bit easier to identify, you can do after your Bitcoin wallet address a dot and then name it whatever you want. So I'm going to name it BTC Solo 1. So now I have the solo pool set up as well as the Bitcoin wallet there in the worker. So then you can click on save. And once you save this information, what you need to do is reboot your device, which you can do by clicking this reboot option over here on the side. It'll take just a little bit of time for it to reboot, get back up and running again, but then you should be good to go at that point in time. Now to wrap up this video, I quickly want to go over your chances of solo mining Bitcoin with one of these Avalon miners. And you can do these calculations over at solochance.org, and I'll also link this page down in the description, but I'm getting about 4.1 terahash. And selecting this on Bitcoin. So calculating that, obviously they're very long odds. That's why these things are often called lottery miners, lotto miners. If you're solo mining, trying to get that block all to yourself, which would be quite a payday. Right now, the block is like 3.125 Bitcoin. So quite a significant payday in that instance, but your chance, if you had this running 24/7 for an entire year, is only 1 out of 3,637. So not great odds there. If instead you want to just get a little bit of Bitcoin consistently, you can always set this up mining with a pool that isn't for solo mining. And in that instance, you could just set it up on whichever pool looks good to you that doesn't have solo next to its name. And you just need to make the decision for yourself how you'd like to set up mining, whether you want to test your luck with solo mining or not. But I hope this video was helpful going through the step-by-step process on how to set up solo mining Bitcoin for your Avalon miner. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you back here next time.